To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. Ralph Waldo Emerson. The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing. Edmund Burke. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. Martin Luther King, Jr. In 3 words, I can sum up everything I've learned about life. It goes on. Robert Frost. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. Socrates. To be or not to be, that is the question. William Shakespeare, Hamlet. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. Steve Jobs. The only constant in life is change. Heraclitus. 2 things are infinite, the universe and human stupidity, and I'm not sure about the universe. Albert Einstein. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Franklin D. Roosevelt. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. Chinese proverb. In the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. Martin Luther King, Jr. The unexamined life is not worth living. Socrates. Life is what happens when you're busy making other plans. John Lennon. It is not the strongest of the species that survives, nor the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to change. Charles Darwin. To love and be loved is to feel the sun from both sides. David Viscott. The only thing you can control is yourself. Unknown. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Nelson Mandela. In the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. Martin Luther King, Jr. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. Franklin D. Roosevelt. The only thing that is constant is change. Heraclitus. Life is 10% what happens to us and 90% how we react to it. Charles R. Swindoll. The only thing standing between you and your goal is the story you keep telling yourself as to why you can't achieve